Welcome back to my channel. This is Ingenious Giacomo with a quick 4th of July meal. Sadly, with the prices of meat going to the roof, they're actually coming down a bit, but still incredibly expensive. You're looking at $12, $13 a pound, maybe $10 a pound for New York strips, for ribeyes. This was actually a pretty good deal. It was only $5.49 a pound. It was a BJ's. And I pay $17.79. Of course, I'm using it today, so I got 8 pieces of steak. There's a chuck muck tender steak. It's pretty good. The chuck muck tender steak is a good, decent piece of meat. Now the problem is, if I cook it like this, the way it is, it's gonna be a little too chewy and too tough. So pounding it down, like almost a steak, I pound it down a bit. I let it marinate a bit with olive oil. I put a little balsamic vinegar, seasoning. It become a very good steak, But as tenderloin, as New York strip, sometimes I had some bad pieces of meat, and no matter what I did with that, I could not really come out with a great solution. The other part of it is going to be the pasta. Those are from BJ's. It's $9. It's a pretty good deal. It's 3 pounds of tortelloni, they call it. They claim this one give you 5 orders, this one 5. My experience actually give you more than that, so half of these ones will give you 5 orders of pasta. I can make a quick sauce with some fresh tomato. Those are $1 Aldi, $1.09. 2 of those will be enough for one of those halves for 5 people, but honestly you can get 10 people out of it, because 5 is a lot of pasta. That's all I can tell you. A little onion, a little fresh basil for the flavor. If you want to throw a splash of cream, makes a little like a pink sauce, like a vodka sauce. A little vodka is a different story, but you can do that. Now, if you use a little margarine or butter, prefer to use margarine like the Imperial. It's only like maybe 25 cents at Aldi. This whole stick, and we use only half of it. Or you can use olive oil. I don't use garlic on the tomato sauce, just a little onions, basil. You can put garlic if you like to. Anyway, let's go and get started. The key to this steak, once again, is pounding. You have to take a wrap. It makes it easier. It's more healthy. It sanitizes, hygienical, so to speak. So I'm taking. So I got say 8 pieces for $18. So we're looking like $2 something a piece. Wow. Yeah, $2.50 each steak. That's a pretty good deal. And once I pounded, you would have a nice, decent sized steak. Yeah, it's only $5.49 a pound. Like I say, it won't be a New York strip or beef fillet, don't get me wrong, but the flavor will be enough. So I put already seasoned this one. I put seasoning only on one side. I don't want to go crazy with the salt. A touch of balsamic vinegar. You can use A1 or Worcestershire sauce. Olive oil is a must. If you want to put any herbs, feel free to do so. Now we move to the next. Like I say, if I left it the way they were, it would be very chewy. I mean, honestly, I would not eat it like that because it become like a piece of rubber. But it's not like a cube steak, but it does help in making it more tender and more easy to enjoy. So, hey, look at the size. I mean, that's the original size. I mean, it does look more impressive. It will shrink a bit, but not as much as you think. So, very happy 4th of July, all of you. It's an inexpensive alternative to some of the very expensive cattle meat. So yeah, we're looking at probably $2.50 each as my cost for each of the steaks. Now we're gonna start grilling those. I'm grilling my steak right now, The grill is nice and warm. I have a little trick. When I turn on the grill, it could be a charbroil, it could be a gas grill like this one. I put a little aluminum foil on top. It makes the temperature so hot where I get my nice grill marks without a problem. So the stuff is being marinated only with salt, olive oil, a touch of balsamic vinegar, once again Worcestershire A1 steak sauce will do. It gives a little extra kick to it. No pepper so far, no garlic, no herbs. I like rosemary sometimes, depend. Anyway, just cooking. Of course, I would not overcook them. I would do a nice medium rare. You know, technically, the more you cook them, the more dry it gets. And the thing about the steaks is pretty impressive. They were like $5.49 a pound. It's almost the price of ground beef. And after the pounding process, they look very nice and decent. As you can see, I'm getting some nice grill marks on it. Once they cook, I would say only like a minute or two more. So the whole thing is pretty fast. Yeah, those are done. I shut off the grill. I don't need any more. So that's it. Put it in there. Yep, that's good. Yeah, the key is not overcook them. If you overcook them, I mean, you know, like them well done, they're going to be good, a lot of flavor, but they're going to get more chewy. So my steaks are done, 3 of them. My cost is like $7.50 for 3 steaks. Now we're making the sauce for the tortellini. I already cooked the tortellini. That's just half a box of BJ. So my cost for those is $4.50, and it's plenty of them. I'm going to use the margarine. I put half of a small onion, so we're looking at maybe 25 cents of margarine. The onion is like maybe 25 cents, so 50 cents right there. You're gonna wait a second, let it kind of sweat. So the basil is the key. You know, I have my pasta cook here. And this sauce is very fast. It's only a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Didn't put any garlic, just the onion. Like I say, like half of a stick of margarine. It's only like $1 for 4 of them, so it's like 25 cents. I got the onions. I'm putting this crushed tomato. I'm very happy with those. It's called Happy Harvest. Crushed tomato is like $1 at Aldi, $1.09. They used to be cheaper, but they went up to $1. But it's a very good quality tomato. What I like about it is it's not too acidic. Normally I take a little of the water because there is always some stuck into the can. I do the same here. I lower my flame. This low sauce will take probably at the most 10 minutes. There is already some sodium into the tomato, so I always check the sodium. Yeah, sodium is there. I don't think I need to put much of it. I'm gonna put some fresh basil. The reason why I put the fresh basil like that instead of chopping them up, some people might don't like it. The flavor will be into the sauce, but it will be easy to remove at the end, and I can put some garnish of fresh basil, like you know, plenty a piece like this one on top of my dish, so people can remove it, but they see there is basil in it. But you can always chop it up and throw it in. It does give this a nice flavor to the sauce. Now, one thing about the sauces, sometimes they're too acidic. One reason why I like those tomatoes, they don't have much citric acid into it, so they kind of mellow. A little trick is to put a little sugar in it, a touch, like just a pinch. So we'll take away some of the acidity. Now I let it cook like 5 minutes. This is my tortellini already cooked. That's what, once again, is $4.50 a BJ's. They claim enough for 5 people. It's a very good amount. As you can see, I think I'm gonna need a bigger pan to saute them together. Or you can just pour the sauce on top, honestly. That's what I might do. So we're going to move on to pouring the sauce on top of the tortellini, already cooked. They cook in approximately 5 minutes in boiling water, of course with a little sodium in it. This is why the sauce doesn't need to be too salty. So we let it cook, I'll say 5 minutes at the most, and it's pretty much done. And then we pour it right on top, and we're ready to serve. If you like a variation of it, I have a little heavy cream from Aldi. Still, by the way, the best place to buy heavy cream probably right now anywhere, and Walmart is close second. So this is like $3.89 for a quart. Other stores charge $6-7 for a quart of cream. A splash of cream will give you a pink sauce. And if you want to throw in a little vodka, you make a pink alla vodka sauce. But it's not necessary. So the cream will be a nice little variation of it. Very easy. Just pour some cream in it, mix it, and you're ready to go. And of course, some Parmigiano. That's a whole different story. Some grated Parmigiano is part of the pink sauce, so you need to do that too. But you can do Parmigiano with this one also. Okay, we are ready to go. So I'm taking my tortellini. I didn't put any oil, just water and sodium, a little salt, small amount, like a couple of tablespoons into, I would say, a gallon and a half. Let's simmer a moment, and I'm ready to serve. But you can actually, if you don't want to do this, the part where they put them in a pot with the sauce, you can just use a container, like one of those aluminum containers for chafing dishes. You put the pasta in and the sauce on top. And eventually, by the way, don't forget they're gonna be sitting there for a while. This good, the sauce is a little more moist than usual because the pasta will absorb the sauce eventually. So it's gonna be like fine for an hour and so, and then it's gonna get a bit too dry and we need to add more water to it. So we're ready to go. I'm gonna mix it. And the basil will give me my flavor. So far here we got like $4.50, $2 the tomato, yes, $6.50. The margarine, the basil is like maybe 25 cents to 30. There's like $2.50 for that. So yeah, like I'll say $4 for the sauce. Yeah, $3 and $4.50. Let's make it $8. $8, you have enough here for more than 5 people, to my knowledge. That's a lot of pasta. Okay, I'm gonna make a plate and then I show you the final product. That's ready to go. Put the steak on a plate. Like I say, I cook only 3 out of the 8 steaks. That's my ravioli. That's enough for absolutely for the 8 steaks. Any marinara, I put extra, you know. So the sauce will be enough to keep it nice and wet while you're having an event outside, in a chafing dish or something. The steaks, of course, will need to be cooked at the moment. I will not pre-cook the steaks. And whatever sauce you have left, you can save it. I could probably make it with a can instead of 2, but just I like to be safe and leave it a little extra moisture. So that's my plate. You can see how very little of the pasta is gone. Like I said, they say 5 order, that's more to me. Anyway, that's my steak here. That's my tortellini, or they call them tortelloni. And we are ready to go. And then, of course, a nice salad with tomato, a nice dessert, and you have a meal for 4th of July.